Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, we're going to continue where we have left off. The main topic was fundamental of hardware and software. We looked at input devices, input stage, then we have moved over to processing, storage. Now we're going to look at what is output. So here we want to look at output devices in its entirety, right? So what we have here, is output, and it says output means to show, print, or store the results of processed data. So output must come from either soft copy in this form, must come in the form soft copy or hard copy. So we can have different types of output coming from a monitor. So a monitor is a device or a visual display unit that is going to produce soft copy images or text on a screen, right? Another device that can also produce soft copy is your speakers. Your speakers, your headphone, those devices which is going to produce audio, sound. So soft in its entirety would have been that you cannot physically touch or hold that data in your hand, right? So we have other devices now that is going to produce hard copy information. So hard copy is going to be in a permanent form. Output, so it's going to be printed. So we could look at devices that is going to produce printed forms. So we have printing devices such as our laser printer. So a laser printer is going to produce text, pictures at high speed, right? So the laser is going to produce that document fast. So another name for a laser printer, we could call it a page printer. So it's going to print an entire page at once. So as you click print, the entire document is going to come out at once on its individual pages, right? Then we could look at another type of printer, which is your inkjet printer. So the inkjet printer is going to use ink to produce images, good graphics, pictures, right? So your inkjet printer is best suited for picture printing, right? So the inkjet printer is going to also be known as your line printer because it is going to print line by line. That is why it makes that sound as it goes across the page, because it's going in a line, right? So your inkjet printer is going to be a little bit slower than your laser printer. And then we have another type of printer, which is your thermal printer. As the name says, thermal, it is going to use heat with a special type of paper. So the heat is going to imprint that data on that special type of paper. So you will go to certain supermarket or the banks where you would use your debit card in those machines. The receipt that comes from those machines, we could say that the thermal printer is used to produce that type of printed output. So that's an area where you would find it in the banks or supermarket. Also, there's this new type of printer that is out there, your three-dimensional printer, 3D printer. So 3D printer uses, we could look at wax, or they would call it plasket, to print images, three-dimensional images that we could use to represent diagrams out there, right? Also, we have another type of printer out there which we call a platter printer, right? So the platter printer is used for architectural drawings and used to produce engineering drawings, and it's mainly used in architects firms. So it's a large printer and it is going to produce big scale drawings on a large scale. So we're going to look at the different types of pictures or images of these devices.